Do you need help qualifying for a mortgage? You may be able to add a cosigner to help qualify for the mortgage. Now, what is a cosigner? Well, my name is Kevin Brierton. In this video, I'm going to share with you the ins and outs of adding a cosigner to your mortgage to help you qualify. The mortgage cosigner is somebody who agrees to take financial responsibility in case the loan is not repaid. The cosigner can actually be a few different people. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be even an unrelated third party. The cosigner will agree to make all the payments if the borrower cannot. Now, they may also add additional income or assets to help qualify for the loan process. And it's important to consider all the risks associated with cosigning for a loan, as it can really affect a cosigner's credit score and the overall financial future. So super important to look at all the risks associated with this. If you're considering doing a mortgage cosigner on your home loan, there's a few things to consider. First, make sure both parties fully understand all the terms and conditions of the loan, including any fees or penalties that they're part of the agreement that you're signing. Make sure you fully understand the terms and fees. Additionally, make sure all parties understand their responsibility in the event the payments are not made on time. You could consider a thing like what's called a cosigner release option. Some banks and some lenders may have this in some cases. It may be possible to have the cosigner removed from the loan after a certain period of time. This is not super common, so you want to talk to your lender or bank about that. It's important to remember that a cosigner's credit score can be affected if the payments are not made on time. So make sure you understand the risks associated with taking on the responsibility. In some cases, it may be a great idea to seek advice from your attorney or a financial advisor before proceeding. Additionally, make sure you keep very detailed records on all your payments and communication related on the loan. If you're considering a mortgage with a cosigner, it's important to understand the risks that you may be taking on and then weigh it against the benefits of having the cosigner part of the loan process. Take the time to really consider all your options so you can make the best decision for your financial future. So let's talk about cosigner versus co-borrower. Really, what's the difference? Well, cosigners and co-borrowers are often confused as really the same thing, but it's important that there is a distinction between the two. Cosigners agree to pay the loan back if the borrower fails to do so, while a co-borrower becomes equally responsible for paying the loan alongside the primary borrower. A co-borrower they're typically listed on the loan documents and considered as an equal owner of the debt, while cosigners are not. We actually see this more with auto loans rather than mortgage loans. And so additionally, a co-borrower has access to the funds that are borrowed, where a cosigner doesn't have access to the funds typically that are being borrowed. When considering a cosigner or a co-borrower from your home loan, it's important to understand the differences between the two. And a cosigner is a good option for some people that may have better credit. They really need somebody that has that extra credit to help you qualify, or more income to help you get that loan approval, but you may not want them to have full access to the funds or on the loan. In most cases, what I see is most lenders will require a co-borrower, but a co-signer is somebody that just has a little less access to the asset. Again, we see this a lot with auto loans, where car loans, you're going to typically see a co-borrower. But on the other hand, like we were talking about co-borrowers, co-borrower may be a good choice if both parties are equally responsible to paying back the loan and both want to be listed on the loan documents. That's going to be the most common. No matter which option you choose, it's important to understand the risks and responsibilities associated with taking on this and becoming a cosigner or a co-borrower. Take all the time you need to make sure you understand your options and you carefully read all the documentation and agreements you're getting into so you can make the best financial decision for your financial future. A few other things. If you're considering a mortgage cosigner, there's a few steps you want to take to make sure the process runs smoothly. First, it's important to discuss all the terms and conditions with the loan with the potential cosigner, so they fully understand what they're agreeing to. We actually see a lot of people not even reading documentation and not knowing what they're signing and getting into. So it's important to take a step back, understand what the terms are, and everybody that's signing paperwork needs to understand that, especially if they're a co-signer or a co-borrower. They need to make sure they're understanding what they're signing for their counterpart. Additionally, should you need a co-signer or co-signer release option, if possible, a release option is where a co-signer can be removed from the loan after a certain period of time. Additionally, make sure to keep detailed records, like we talked about, of payments and communication related to loan. Finally, if you're considering a co-signer on your mortgage, it's important to shop around and compare different lenders. Different lenders may have different criteria or requirements for co-signers, so make sure you understand all the details before proceeding. Take the time to research your options, make sure and ensure that you find the best deal for you and your co-signer. By carefully considering all the factors involved in adding a co-signer or co-borrower to your home loan, you can make sure you make the best decision and the right decision for both parties. Understanding the risks and responsibilities associated with taking on this responsibility will help you make sure you get really the best deal, but also make the best decision for your financial future. If you have any questions or would like to discuss these options, please feel free to reach out. I would be honored to help guide you through this and provide advice and guidance around adding a co-signer or co-borrower and see if it's right for you. We hope this information has been helpful for you to understand the differences between the co-signer or co-borrower when it comes to getting a mortgage loan. If you have any other questions or you'd like to discuss these options, please don't hesitate to reach out. We wish you the best of luck on finding the perfect loan for your needs. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on why or how you should add a co-signer or co-borrower, we're here to help. Please reach out. My name's Kevin Brierton with Neo Home Loans. My information's below. Please like, share, or comment if you found this helpful. Forward it to somebody that is possibly looking to qualify for a house or maybe thinking about adding a co-signer to their loan or being a co-signer on a loan. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Message us if you need anything or go to mortgagestrategycall.com to schedule a call with us today. Bye.